kids was just really struggling. It was just tough. Kate, are you having scrambled eggs or yogurt? Kate, scrambled eggs or yogurt?
Scrambled eggs or yogurt, Kate?
Gotta pick.
Kate, scrambled eggs or yogurt? Kate, scrambled eggs or yogurt? Which one? Or are you getting both? You're gonna get yogurt on top of your scrambled eggs. You don't want that, do you? Scrambled eggs or yogurt? He wants yogurt too. Are you awake? Doesn't look like.
Who wants almonds, crushed almonds on theirs?
Me.
Peanut butter.
I think Dad likes it. guys, this is your official welcome to the vlog. Got up early, got a workout in, did breakfast, packed kids out the door, and then on the way to town, one of my kids was just really struggling and really didn't want to go to their classes today. And you know how hard that is as a mom, because you're like, do I push them? Do I cave? Do they just need a day? So kind of started the day rough in that sense of, yeah, there was tears, it was just tough. So I did let him come home with me. So my oldest went and my younger one came home. We did school here. Then I had to run to an accountant meeting with my husband, and now I'm just sitting down for lunch. But yeah, so I debated just scratching this vlog altogether because it feels like the day is just not as smooth as I anticipated, but that's also just how life goes. And I want to bring you into that. So if you're having one of those days, happens to us all. But this is what I'm having for lunch. I'm gonna add an apple too. This, I know you guys are probably like, this is all you ever eat for lunch, but it's just, it's so easy. It tastes good. It gives me all the macros that I need. I have healthy fats that'll keep me full from the avocado. And like I say, it's just so simple. So I did have to grill the chicken because it was raw in the fridge, salted and pounded out. So I quickly grilled that. And I'm gonna just eat it and then probably have a coffee with Riley when he comes home for lunch. He is on the later side. I think I have a dishwasher repairman coming. I baked a pumpkin and blended it, so I'm hoping, just hanging out over there, I'm hoping I will have time to make some muffins. That cute little pumpkin that was sitting by this door for way too long, I finally was like, gotta use it. So baked it up. Now it's just sitting there. I'm thinking I'll use it for muffins, and then I may also make a pot of chili and throw some of it in there as well, because it saved me so much. When was that? At the beginning of January, before we actually started school, I made a big pot of chili and I like separated it into my freezer in 2 weeks worth of school lunches for the boys. So essentially 4 lunches worth of chili in each container. And that was amazing. The last 2 weeks, I just pulled out the container from the freezer the day before and then warmed up their chili the next 2 days in a row. So I might do another pot of chili and add the rest of the pumpkin in there. So I usually add the rest of the pumpkin into like soup or chili or something, because I would have to make a ton of muffins to use all of that pumpkin puree. And the muffins that I make are like a gluten-free muffin with coconut flour, but there's like 6 eggs in the muffin, so I don't generally feel like using 12 eggs to make 2 batches of muffins. But anyway, so that's kind of where we're at in our day. And not gonna lie, I'm a bit like fragile emotionally today. I think we're about a week out from my period, and I can tell where I'm at mentally. So we're trying to turn the day around and not dwell in our feelings. And so hopefully we can still have a good uplifting rest of the day. Okay, fun little update. I'm out of muffin liners, and with these muffins, I would not trust doing them just greasing the muffin liner because they're pretty soft, being that they're coconut flour. And I just can't justify the amount of maple syrup and eggs that would get wasted if it didn't come out. So we're improvising. We're just gonna do a loaf, and I'll just cut it once it's good and cold. And I think the kids will like it just as much. So hopefully that works. We're gonna do this. So we need 6 eggs. And these are farm fresh, so hopefully we don't have any weird ones. just never know. That's how my day is. And we should know by now, I don't measure spices. How bad could it be? Got nutmeg, lots of cinnamon. And a little bit of ginger. And I don't have the recipe in front of me, but I'm gonna guess like half a teaspoon of baking soda. Double checked. It was 3/4 of a teaspoon baking soda, so I'm just gonna add a little more. Okay, I'm gonna pop this in the oven. We'll see how it turns out. Your guess is as good as mine. While that's in the oven, I'm gonna clean up and then feed my husband lunch. We're gonna have a coffee. And then I might work on a pot of chili. I'm supposed to have a dishwasher guy showing up sometime between 1 and 3. As we know, service calls like to be a large window in which you wait around and put everything else on hold until they show up at the last possible end of that window. Right? This is what happens. Anyway, okay, I'm gonna clean up. Here's our loaf. We'll see how it turns out when we go to slice it, but I'm gonna let it cool really good. It definitely took longer to bake, as loaves do, but there we go. Okay, the idea of chili went out the window because I don't have tomato sauce. I don't know where my brain is today or where it was when I got groceries, but I clearly didn't check my stock on certain things very well, so. Anyway, we've moved on to cleaning out the car. Does anybody else's kids just drag stuff into your vehicle all the time and leave it there? And how do you get them to start bringing it out? I think I'm gonna just create a no stuff rule. They wanna bring things so that they're busy in the vehicle, but like it just ends in me and a bag full of junk and and stuff that we need, like water bottles and things that should be brought in every time. And wandering around my house finding places for it. Should I get my kids to do this? Yes, but is that painful and slow? And does it get done properly? So, anyway, I'm gonna put this stuff away. I'm not sure if I'm gonna vacuum it out or not. I might actually just carry on with the theme of dealing with stuff. My daughter's room is constantly in disarray. I feel like her and Cade, they'd love to just pack stuff into bags and carry it around, and it keeps them busy. But for someone who doesn't handle clutter well, it's highly stress-inducing and frustrating. Especially because things do get left everywhere. And then I just find bags full of stuff, and I don't even think they know what's in them because they just move on to the next bag. So, like even this, they got into Cade's special box. So this was his from when he was a baby, which needs to go back in there. But Cade has always been like this. He's like my scavenger. Like, he would just pillage all of my cupboards, even as a toddler. Like, the toys were never good enough. He thought there was something in cupboards he needed. And to this day, this is true of him. He just needs to find real life things to play with and use. So anyway, I'm gonna just maybe find a way to like dial back the amount of doll stuff we have out and that kind of thing, because I feel like when they have too much stuff available to them, that's when this starts to get really bad. So I'm gonna kind of pare it down, and I don't know if they'll notice or not. I won't throw anything out, but I've never been great at like the toy cycling where I have a schedule and I'm intentionally changing out bins. It's just another thing for me to remember and have a schedule on. So yeah, once in a while they'll ask for something specific and then I'll make them give me something else so we can kind of swap it out and not end up overwhelmed with toys. But yeah, the car situation right now is just having me like, it's time to declutter. So this is the next problem, is this cupboard tends to be like a catch-all zone and doesn't stay very organized. I'm constantly reorganizing it back into like, I have a few baby toys for when my nephew comes over. All our flowers in here. For when my nephew comes over, then they're easy to grab, but I don't know. And then I tend to catch a lot of Lego in here and eventually bring it downstairs to where our Lego actually is. It's like the Lego catch-all container. We have magnets that need to come downstairs, so I need to go through this cupboard. Okay, stinking pull-up box too. Bailey wanted to color the inside. You know how they have all the coloring on the inside. So yeah. Then you get to have a pull-up box just hanging around your house for a while. I think I can finally ditch that. I think she's over it. She did color it one day, and that was about it. So I think I'm gonna get rid of that and kind of revamp this cupboard a bit. Okay, much better. I'm gonna put this away. So we have her light bright stuff, this little guy, her like little click together beads. All our plus was in this huge bin, which was unnecessary, so I put it in this. This little remote control thing. Some of these things don't really have a container, but the kids will come looking for them. So these little robots, same thing. I need just a little bucket for them. They like stack fun ways and they're kind of like a fidget type of creative toy. And then we have this little mouse guy. Those are Cade's. The flowers in this big bin and all the baby stuff under here. So much tidier. I love empty space on shelves.
Mind your phone bigger.
Okay, moment of truth. Will this come out?
Mom, is that the muffin?
Yeah, I had to make it a muffin cake loaf thing. Do you guys want a little bit?
Yeah.
Further. Did we do Pennington at the zoo? We did? How come I can't remember?
Not like right here.
There? You don't remember that? Okay. Come on, said Jonathan. Why don't I take your picture with the parrot? Thanks for hanging out with me today, guys. It was a bit of a all over the place kind of day, but most of mine are. We're ending it with some stories after a fall on a bike. So we're gonna hang out and just enjoy a quiet rest of our afternoon until we do this upper rush. We'll chat with you guys next time. Please remember to like and subscribe.